2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, if you want to. Okay. And I don't know if you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Knollmark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. I'm Jimmy Jones. I've got alongside me, I got Marty Rodriguez going to help on the camera today, so welcome. Thanks for the help. We are here in Capitan as your Eunice Cardinals will be playing the Ruidoso Warriors here in Capitan, Smokey the Bear Tournament. So we are on the road. It's cold. There's a little snow on the ground here. I can tell you when I drove through Roswell, somewhere in the neighborhood of 57 to 60s on my vehicle here in Capitan, it was snow on the ground, and it was in the 20s a little bit. So with that said, we'll tell you back home the and I can see it's on the broadcaster. It is and hopefully we'll broadcast. I'm not sure what options we have as there's no hardline Wi-Fi in here. So anyway, we're going to do our best to bring you the game, keep a few stats, and kind of tell you what's going on. Like I said, service could be interesting, so my apologies if we lose you from time to time. With that said, the Lady Cardinals come into tonight's game with a 2-3 record. They started off the season on the road against Ruidoso, and were in that game all the way till the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter, Lovington pulled away and ended up getting the victory. Since that time, Lovington went on to win the Berlin tournament. I think their record right now, as I looked a couple of days ago, was like 5-1 on the season against much bigger schools than us. So they've had a heck of a season. Chief Bridgeforth has really turned them around up there in Lovington. Next, the Lady Cardinals went over to Plains, and then the first game in the Plains tournament, the Lady Cardinals ran into a hacksaw in the form of an undefeated top 25 ranked Texas team in Klondike. Klondike cleaned our plows. The next night, or next day, we faced off against a couple of teams over there, Rawls and Seagraves. The Lady Cardinals won both of those games, and then in the final game, the Lady Cardinals fell to the Seminole, which I will say in basketball, ordinary JV team. So anyway, I think that's all of them. And here, the Lady Cardinals, Aubrey Howler, I believe, going to back and forth. Not sure I see her. Oh, there she is. We're happy to have her back. She had faced injuries and is now back with the Lady Cardinals trying to shoulder surgery, I believe is what it was. Is that correct? All right. And then, we're still in the room that nobody wants to talk about. Caitlin Parsons, we're still waiting to happen there. One all-state first team player, as athletic as anybody, the junior. Right at the beginning of the season for over Texas. But because of the process with the NMA, I see if she's eligible or not. That's pointers. A lot of good stats kept in Eunice. Best I can tell, stats that I can find, that puts her at number one time in Eunice for a career from the three-point line. Next man for the Lady Cardinals is junior Chloe Jones, averaging almost 12 this season. She's also leading the team in steals. She's second in rebounds, assists. For the career, she's got 124 assists, and for the shortest team in most games that we play, she's got 106 in her career. Not bad. And you got to consider her. She played a lot of minutes. They only played 8 games, so she's got an extra season on some of the sophomore team. Season was 8 games worth of COVID. They were wearing masks and the rules different. Luckily wise hurt her. This is a big role. Martinez is kind of, she plays good deep down, goes up and down. So my that I put together, I actually ran my notes at my office that has all my normal stuff in it, my little stats to keep up, so we don't have that. And so print out a quick roster for Ruidoso today. Anyway, so we're see how it goes. With that said, I noticed as I look over there at the podcast, it looks like we got 2 lights, and we're supposed to have. We may not be jumping in and out of service. I noticed while ago, and now we'll do our best. We're trying to help with little cameraman work. This setup is interesting, is where they told us to set up right down in the corner of the floor, so we won't have like an overview. It's going to be interesting, especially when the ball gets over on that other end of the floor. I think they actually wanted me here because they had people running in and out of these doors, and they said that nobody wanted to listen, so if I'd set up right in front of them, that would keep people from coming, and this is where they stuck me. So super friendly folks here, not bashing them at all. They just gave me a spot that's definitely not ideal. Unless you wanted some zoom shots right under this basket that we're down here by, it is not the ideal spot to film a game for sure. It's going to be interesting as we get started here. Ruidoso is going to be in the white. Ruidoso is from up here on top of the mountain. They've got the black trim, or I believe that's black and maybe purple, because they've got like a navy blue, purpley color in their colors. Eunice will be in the red with the white letters. Rodriguez stepping into the circle. Looks like she's going to do the jump ball here for the Lady Cardinals. and we are getting ready to get started. They're talking to folks about tucking shirts and that sort of thing, and here we go. The ball's up. Ruidoso's going to win the tip, and so here goes Ruidoso with the ball to start this ball game. There's a jumper from way outside. It's no good. It looks like Alina Rodriguez comes away with the rebound. She kicks it over to McBee. McBee back to Rodriguez, and here comes the full court pressure. And that ball ended up deflected through a couple of people, and if we've got an Achilles heel, it's full court pressure. Our full court press breaker is give it to Chloe and get out of the way. And so here comes Ruidoso back the other way. There's a tip away by McBee. McBee kicks it over to Jones. Jones on the run out. She's going to lay it in for two, and Chloe Jones picks up 2 points here to start the ball game. So Eunice up 2-0. So I'm going to put her at 2 right here. Ruidoso back the other way. They've got the ball in the corner, trying to dribble through the pressure. Maureen steps in, almost had a steal, and they're going to call a travel right there. So turnover again. That's 2 steals, and here comes the full court pressure from Ruidoso. So Eunice trying to set up in their press breaker. They're going to set the press breaker up. Here they go. Got a little pressure. Once again, I talked about our press breaker. It's handed to Chloe, and watch her dribble. She throws it down to Martinez. Martinez with a nice pass there to Maureen. Maureen misses the gimme right under the basket, and here goes Ruidoso back the other way. Ruidoso headed down the court. They're going to throw up a running one-hander. It won't go. Alina Rodriguez grabs the rebound. They're going to put that pressure on us, so when we get those rebounds, we're going to have to push the pace a little bit, at least to get it past half court, because if we just stop and stand there and hold it, he's telling them to set up, so they're going to press us off the rebound if we try to slow it up. We just give them an opportunity to set that pressure up on us. We're going to have to push it at least to half court, then we'll keep the offense up. So here's Jones half court. Brings it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez with the hits off the back of the rim, and they're going to be for the foul. So he picks up the foul. I'm going to jump over here to a shift. So here comes Ruidoso back the other way. They're going to slowly dribble it across. Eunice doing their normal. They're sitting back in the paint, waiting on the offense to get there. There's a jumper right under the basket. It is no good. It's going to be deflected out of bounds. And so that's going to make it Ruidoso ball down on the baseline. Ruidoso getting ready to throw it in. They throw it into that offside corner. Jones rotates out. Here comes the defense rotating around. That looked like a travel to me. No call. The ball goes out of bounds. And they're going to say it remains Ruidoso ball. So Ruidoso getting ready to throw it in. They do. They get it in over in the corner. A lot of pressure there by Alondra Maureen. A shot goes up, and that's going to go in for 2. And here comes Eunice, speeding it up a little bit so they can't get their pressure up. Alina Rodriguez is going to dribble across the timeline, brings it over here to the left corner. Now she's going to behind her back and up to the basket. The shot is no good, but Jasmine Martinez does a really good job of getting a rebound, and as she goes back up, she gets fouled. They're going to say that's on the floor. So Eunice to throw the ball in on the baseline. Rodriguez looking to she swings it into Maureen. Across skip back. McBee thought about it, then she skips it back out. Ruidoso looking to put that call a blocking foul on number 55. That is Jarvis. That's going to be the first foul. They're calling it tied. It's a 2-2 ball game here for the Cardinals and Lady Warriors. Here goes to throw it in. She gets it to McBee. McBee shuffles her feet. They're going to call her for the travel. That'll be a turnover. And the ball will go over to Ruidoso. Ruidoso to throw it in. They get it in, and they're going to easily walk it up the floor as we set back in the what I call the paint defense. Just paint it back there and hang out. So here they come. They get it up to the defense finally. Now there's some pressure. They're going to drop it into their big post player. Then a kick out, dribble through, attack, skips off a Ruidoso Warrior hand, and there's a deep 3 out there that Steph Curry would have been proud of. They don't make it. Ball gets skipped back out. A shot is up, and it is no good, but they're going to call a foul on the floor as she was going up. They're going to call that on 10. That's McBee. That's 2 quick ones on McBee. So McBee with 2 quick fouls here. Ruidoso heads to the free throw line. This is Portillo for Ruidoso, according to Max Prep. She knocks that one down. So she makes the first one. She'll go back to the line. 5:15 remaining here on the clock. We're in the first quarter. It's 3-2. Ruidoso leads by 1. Talking to their coach here before the game, he was talking about the stiff competition they faced so far. Portillo knocks that one down. It's now 4-2. Here comes the timeline. She skips it over to Marine. Marine skips her feet, shuffles them, and it's going to be a turnover again. So Eunice with, I believe, 4 turnovers at this point. So here comes Ruidoso. They're going to throw the ball in and bring it across the timeline. They quickly throw it into the corner. A wide open 3 won't go. Alina Rodriguez had the rebound. It skips off her hands and goes out of bounds. And so that's going to give the ball back over to Ruidoso. So Ruidoso to throw it in on the baseline. We don't have all of our people back. Alina Rodriguez with the steal. She throws it ahead to Marine. Marine was running down the floor, not even looking back, and the ball goes right by her head. And then she's going to steal it back. That's Jasmine Martinez this time. She gets it over to Jones. Jones skips it over to Marine. Marine trying to get a hold of it. She finally does. Gets it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez's 3 is good. Alina Rodriguez from downtown, and that'll give the Cardinals the lead here. It's 5-4. Got 5-4 on the score app. Ruidoso to bring it up the floor. That's Portillo. Yeah, Portillo. She's got all the points, I believe, here for Eunice. They're going to drop it down low into their post. She's going to kick it out, and that is another deep 3. She's eventually maybe going to make one of those. And there is a jump ball. Alina Rodriguez doing a good job on the boards. That'll give the ball back over to the Cardinals on the jump ball. Ruidoso's pulled the pressure off now, so Jones will walk it up. Just walk it up. Walk it up. She skips it over to Marine. Jasmine Martinez late coming into the play. She comes down through there. Marine back with the ball in the left wing. She kicks it back up to Jones. Jones thought about the attack, kicks it to Marine. Marine back to Jones. Jones back to Marine. Marine for 3. She pulls it up. It hits off the front of the rim, won't go. And Ruidoso's number 55, that's Jarvis, comes away with the rebound. And here goes Ruidoso back the other way, and that looked like a travel. And it is. That's going to be a turnover on Ruidoso, and the ball will go over to the Lady Cardinals. Got some substitutions here. Number 30, Mendez heads out. Number 21, Vega comes in for the Lady Warriors. Jones will have the ball, bring it across the timeline. She dribbles it up nice and slow. Kicks it over here to the left side. Marine back to Jones, back to Marine. Now they're going to hit Rodriguez. Rodriguez in the corner, throws up a 3. It won't go. Marine comes away with the rebound. She kicks it back to Jones. Jones over to Rodriguez. He's going to have another one. Thought she got hit on that one. No call. Here they go back the other direction. Ruidoso's going to slow it down. They're going to walk it up. Ruidoso's definitely got some size down low, and so I can see where they would be perfectly content with just a walk it up the floor game, and let's see if we can drop it into our post and play the inside out game. They're kind of liking this. Got a timeout on the floor by Ruidoso. It's now a 5-4 in favor of the Lady Cardinals. A 3-point shot by Alina Rodriguez. Chloe Jones with a lay-in. That gives us our 5. I believe on the other side, Portillo has all 4 of their points. She's got 2 free throws and a bucket. So the coach for Ruidoso, like I said, I visited with him. Didn't catch his name. I'm terrible. But I visited with him before the game. He seemed to think this would be a really good game between the two teams, as they're 1 and I believe 4 or 5. But he was talking about playing Artesias and Alamogordos and a lot of bigger schools. And so he was looking forward to getting some closer to their style comp. Here goes Jones with the steal. She tries to run out. She gets it knocked away from behind. There's a big pile of people in the middle of the floor. Shot goes up, and it is blocked by Allen. Samantha Allen with the block. And so the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be ball, but a nice block there by Sam Allen for the Lady Cardinals. My main man. Throw it. Number 11 is Chavez. Chavez corner is up. It's so good. What else but put a little dipsy behind the back. She kicks it down to Jones. Jones don't know what there. She threw it right to Ruidoso, runs down and misses the layup. And guess who gets the rebound? Rodriguez with another one. We've done that all season, and if I were a film watcher on us, that cross-court skip right over the top of the free throw line all the way to the opposite side, we throw that pass a lot. And if the backside of that defense will cheat that passing lane, they can shoot free throws on us all day long. We're going to have to get out of the habit of that right through the middle skip pass. Either that or put a little more juice on it. Jones over to Marine. Marine looking down low as Rodriguez was skipping through there. They get Rodriguez in the short corner. He dribbles it out, kicks it over to Jones. Jones gives it back to Rodriguez. She's going to step out, shoot the three. Won't go. A bunch of folks go for it, and Ruidoso comes with it. They're on the run out now. And that is Jones ends up with it after Jasmine Martinez knocks it away. Jones dribbling through the defense. Let's set up. She finally sets it up. We like the slow game. They kick is in the corner. She drops it into Samantha Allen. Allen with a nice pass from Rodriguez. What a pass. What a little soft lay-in. Allen looked like she'd been doing that for about 10, 12 years. So here comes Ruidoso back the other way. Eunice in the lead, 7-4. They throw it into the high post. Does Ruidoso. The ball sails out of bounds, and that's going to be an air ball and a turnover to the Lady Cardinals. So Lady Cardinals basketball, and here comes the pressure again, and we are just not accustomed to any kind of pressure. Our whole team's just walking back down the floor. Now they're running up there to their spots, and I'm always telling Chloe not to run that L cut to the opposite corner. It's too hard for them to get to the ball. Jones trying the Eunice Cardinal, Lady Cardinal press break, which is her dribbling through the whole team. She gets hacked. So that'll be Eunice ball on the side. Ruidoso now going to back off the pressure. So here comes Jones. She's going to walk it across the timeline. Brings it over to this left side, looking over to the right. She skips it out there. They get it back to her. Jones going to have it at the top of the key. She pulls up for three. It goes off the back, won't go. Ruidoso's one of their ladies got the ball. Sam Allen in there tied up with them as well. And the jump ball is going to go to Ruidoso. So Ruidoso will have the ball on the jump ball. Here they come, bringing it across half court. They get it across, swing it out to the left side. That's 21 Vega. Vega going to dribble across the top. Jasmine Martinez almost had a steal. Ball gets deflected out of bounds off Martinez. It'll stay a Lady Warrior basketball. That's number 11, Chavez. They're going to throw it into her. I think up here in Billy the Kid country, there was a guy named Chavez that ran with Billy, so she might have there's Jones with a nice steal. She's trying to get through the defense. Looks like the court's slippery because there's a lot of slipping and sliding. There was a cross-court pass by Rodriguez stolen by Chavez. She's going to head down the floor. Jones gets knocked to the floor. Rodriguez down here doing jumping jacks. Jasmine thought about it, then she does it, but it's way too late. And here comes Ruidoso back the other way after the steal. A few quick turnovers here from the Cardinals. That's 6 turnovers already here in the first quarter. Drop it down low, then they kick it out. A three is up. It is no good. Ruidoso had position. Rodriguez going to come away with it. Jones jogging and watching instead of running hard. And I don't know what in the world that one was either. And then Didi Zamora going to jump in there and try for a steal, and she gets called for a foul. We look a little discombobulated is the word I'm going to use at this point. Although we're winning 4-7, we've made some very uncharacteristic passes. I'm not sure what that shot was a while ago that we just threw up. All right, we got to relax. We're up in the mountains. We're in Smokey the Bear country. There's some snow on the ground. We got to get our game going here. There's the buzzer in the middle of play. Oh, that's the end of the first quarter. The scoreboard's up above us, so I can't hardly see it. At the end of one, it's going to be Eunice 7 and Ruidoso 4. So 4-7. All right. I'm going to try my best to memorize, or off my memory, to get some of these sponsors. Want to shout out to Eunice Pump and Supply, the City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, BTH Services and Rental, NMR, Outlaw Grill, the Eunice Police Department, Eunice Public Schools. I know somebody will whoop me because I'll forget them. I'm trying to think. Wrecker and Rental. The Eunice Health Clinic. Can't forget about Eunice Health Clinic. As I mentioned, I left my notebook that has all my stuff in it. We were not scheduled to cover this game until mid-morning when I said, hey, I think my court docket's going to allow me to get here. And so I scrambled, called TJ, said, can you get us on the broadcaster? And he said, yeah. And I said, I'll make it. And so I hauled buns and got here. And like normal, when I start hauling buns, I leave things at home. And I left my notebook that has my sponsor list and my rosters and my little stat sheets. So I've got a makeshift piece of paper here that I'm scribbling on. Here comes Eunice out of the quarter. They drop it in to Didi Zamora. She tries to throw an alley-oop pass over to Allen. It ends up tied up, and that'll be another turnover for the Lady Cardinals. That's number 7. So Ruidoso with the ball. They throw the ball in on the baseline. That's Portillo. She slows down, takes a few words of advice or words of wisdom or something from the coach, and now she's going to head up the floor. Throws it up to the top of the key. They give it back to her. She throws up a shot. It won't go. That's number 21, Vega with the rebound. There's a steal. Oh, I thought she had a steal. She almost had a steal. That was Rodriguez. Ruidoso throws up another shot. It won't go. It hits the hands of 2 Lady Cardinals and then lands in the hands of their coach, Gary Frazier, over on the sideline. So the ball will go back to Ruidoso. They throw it into the corner. They're going to take another deep 3. It won't go. Only people over there rebounding on that side at that point are the Warriors. And that is 50. Like I said, I don't have my with me. 5-0, Marty. Ooh. Rodriguez, yes. Yeah, I said I'm scrambling here today. Michelle does a good job throwing that cross skip past to Rodriguez, and she drops another 3. So Rodriguez puts 3 more on the board. It's now 10-4. There's a shot that went up from number 4. It's no good, but Ruidoso comes away with it. Gets deflected out by the Lady Cardinals. All right. And now we're going to out Rodriguez, who looks like she's warmed up. Rodriguez heads out. Sam Allen heads out. Jasmine Martinez and Chloe Jones come back into the ball game. We're in the second quarter. 6:35 here in the first half. There's a deep 3 over in the corner. It does everything but go in. Didi Zamora has the rebound, but she throws it right to a white jersey. And here comes Ruidoso back the other way. They knock down a deep shot. It looks like they're going to give her 2 for that. Trying to see, I think 14 again. Eunice skips the ball over to Zamora. Zamora throws it to another white shirt. And here comes 3 straight turnovers for the Lady Cardinals. Ruidoso attacking. So we've got 9 turnovers now in the first quarter and 2 minutes. Zamora goes out and Rodriguez comes back in. Here goes Ruidoso trying to get it in. They do. They swing it up to the top of the key. Over into the right corner. That's number 14, Portillo. She's got all the points right now for the Lady Warriors. She's got 6. So it's 10-6. Eunice getting ready to throw it in. Rodriguez throws it into Jones. She's going to bring it across the timeline. Read that 1-2-2 defense. Maureen is up with it. Jones back near the top of the key. Attack. She throws up a shot. Gets fouled. Rodriguez had a nice rebound and back. It looked like they called a foul. So that'll send Jones to the free throw line. So it's 6-10. Jones heads to the free throw line. Chloe Jones picked up 2 earlier in the first quarter on a run-out layup. Jones heads over. She throws up the first shot. First shot is no good. So Jones will head back again. Looks like there's some substitutions coming in. Jarvis will come back in for the Lady Warriors. Number 11, Chavez, is going to switch her spots in the lane. So Jones back to the line. Her next shot is up, and it floats in there. It's good. That's 3 for Jones. So here Ruidoso quickly back the other way. 5:30 clock. Ball gets deflected by Jasmine, and they kick out. A shot goes up. Alina rebound. She got, but she's rebounding. She's a now. Ball gets tipped away from behind. Jarvis comes away here. Also back the other way. They take it down low. Chloe Jones does a good job of stopping the ball, and then she tries to save it back to Martinez, and they're going to blow the whistle and say she stepped on the line. So some good hustle by the Lady Cards back on the other end, keeping Ruidoso from getting the run-out layup. And here they go to throw it in on the baseline. They throw it into the middle to Jarvis. Jarvis kicks it out. They're going to call a foul on the floor. And it was a good thing they called that foul because Ruidoso knocked a three down in the corner, and they called the foul down on the floor. So that'll give Ruidoso the ball on the baseline. It's 6-11. I couldn't tell who they called that one on, and we don't have the scoreboards here that show it. There's a nice steal by Michelle. She kicks it to Jones. Jones on the run out. She throws up a shot. It won't go. And Jones going to tie the ball up there. And so she was able to get back in the ball game there on the tie-up. So I'm assuming the arrow must have been in favor of Ruidoso. So Jones slowed up, which is something I've told her to do because she gets going too fast, and then she struggles with that layup. And as she slowed up, the defense kind of got to her, and then she had to shoot over somebody, missed the layup. There's a long three. And a rebound underneath. We got away with one, I think. All right. So now we're going to have, looks like they've called a foul. I'm not sure who they called it on, but they called it on Ruidoso. So that'll give the ball back to the Lady Cardinals. And it looks like they're going to be in the bonus. So I think that's going to send Alina Rodriguez. They called it on 5-5. So Jarvis, I believe that's 2 fouls on her if my little stats and numbers are correct. All right. Oh, so Michelle's going to head to the free throw line. There's another buzzer. A little bit of confusion going on here. I'm not real sure. We're at 6-11. I like 7-11 because that's where I get me a big gulp. But we're at 6-11, so Michelle heads to the free throw line. She throws one up high off the glass. It won't go, but Alina Rodriguez comes away with a nice rebound, kicks it out to Maureen. Maureen to Jones. Jones, I think she double dribbled, but no call. So here comes Rodriguez. Rodriguez skips to Maureen. Maureen for three, and it goes in and out. Michelle almost had the rebound, but Jarvis comes away with it, and they kick it up to Vega. Vega skip pass over to Chavez. Chavez was going to go up for a shot. Then she changed her mind and threw it over to some Ruidoso boys sitting on the baseline, and the whole coaching staff and bench is yelling for her to shoot it. That ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Ruidoso ball, I guess. Not sure about that one. But anyway, so here they go, getting ready to throw it in on the baseline. They throw it down low, and there's going to be an and one. Number 11, Chavez, takes it up strong. Sam Allen called for the foul, and that'll draw the score back to 11-8. So Ruidoso hanging around. They're not letting the Cardinals get that breakaway and extend that lead. Free throw's going to go up and in. 5 points for Chavez. So bring the ball up the floor. They've changed the score on the board. Keep up with them. Jones has her pop picked by Chavez. Chavez throws up it looked like a dunk. And then here comes Jones back the other way. They skip it over to Rodriguez into Allen. Allen with a soft touch. Sam Allen puts 2 more on the board. Nice pass again on the assist by Alina Rodriguez. She's got that nice touchdown. Sam saying, thank you, I'll take the points. Oh, and that ball deflected off Sam Allen's hands and into the hands of number 11. Again, that's Jones through the half-court trap. They've half-court trap now, and we are struggling with it. Jones with the ball out on the right wing. Call a reaching foul there on number 1. That's pretty. So they've now adjusted the score up there. So I'm going to show it at 13-11. So my apologies to those of you at home trying to keep up with my score. I'm watching the scoreboard. Every time they change, I change. So Jones at the free throw line. Her first shot is up, rattles around, and it's going to go in. That's 4 points for Jones. She's back to the free throw line to shoot another. Jones back at the line. It's 11-14 score. The free throw is up, and it's swished. And that one, that's 5 points. 30 on the clock. Across half court. She drops it into Jarvis and ran the dive play straight up the middle. That's going to be a travel. And the score is now 11 up on the board. Jones will bring it in. They're going to get a half-court trap. If we dribble, they're going to try to trap her. If we dribble into the corner, they're going to trap her. There you go. All right. So Jones ends up getting it off the deflection. They skip it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez for three. And then she fakes, dribbles in, throws up a shot. It won't go. And Rodriguez gets taken down out on the wing. And so, let's see here. They called the foul on 3-0. That's Mendez. And they're going to say it was after the shot. And Rodriguez doing a really good job of getting herself in position after that shot. As she come down, the defender turning back, going to take off running up the floor and run over Rodriguez. So that'll send Rodriguez to the line on a 1-1 after the shot. There's her free throw, and it is up and in. Elena Rodriguez now with 7 points here in the ball game. It's 11-16. So Rodriguez heads back to the line for free throw number 2. Rattles around, and it's going to go in. So Elena Rodriguez now with 8 points here in the first half. It's 11-17. Here comes Ruidoso across the timeline. That's number 11, Chavez. She's looking over to that left corner. She skips it in there. It's stolen by Rodriguez. They kick it ahead to Jones. Jones trying to get in there and has it deflected away. Her little mind just, she can't hardly slow them feet down. It's 11-17. Here goes Ruidoso back the other way. They skip past over into the right corner. Throws it across. They drop it in to Jarvis. Her shot won't go. Samantha Allen gets a rebound, but as soon as she does, Ruidoso says, let me take the handoff. So they tie it up. That's going to be a jump ball with 2:30 remaining here in the first half. It's 11-17. Eunice will have the basketball. Jones going to walk it up. They're going to try to get in that little half-court trap again. Jones with the ball at the timeline. Back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez to Jones. Jones going to dribble in. She floats up a shot that won't go. So here comes Ruidoso back the other way. That's Chavez, and she skids across the floor and travels. Chloe, a lot of times on that dribble attack, she shoots it right at the rim, and I keep telling her to finish with that high and not even flip her hand down, to finish with that floater with the hand straight up like you're pushing the ball up to the top of the square, and you have a lot better odds of the ball going in. You throw it right at the front of the rim. Unless it goes right in, it ain't going in. So there is a shot from McBee. Her shot won't go, and here goes Ruidoso on the run out the other way. Jones thought about a steal, and then Ruidoso skips it ahead, and that's number 14, Portillo, and I believe that's 8 points for her. So Jones brings it across the timeline. We've got our wings down deep now, so they're trying to set that pressure up on us. Rodriguez for three is up. It's off the rim, no good. Jarvis with the rebound. And Rodriguez gets slung around, and I believe it's a jump ball. So the jump ball goes to Ruidoso. It's 13-17. We're in the first half. Eunice leads by 4. This Ruidoso team not going away easy. They're hanging in there. Eunice making lots of little mistakes. We got to cut those down for sure. They skip it down to Jarvis. There's a steal by Rodriguez. Rodriguez skips it ahead to Jones. Jones on the run out. She skips it over to McBee. Got a nice pass, a nice finish by McBee. So McBee picks up 2 points. That makes it 19-13. So Jones almost had a steal. That ball gets deflected off Jarvis. Jarvis dives out of bounds into the corner, and that's going to be Eunice Lady Cardinal basketball. It's 13-19, 50 seconds on the clock. For those of you at home, there's a clock on the other end that I think just tells you what time it is or something, because the one that's above our head is the one they're using. That one down there, if you see it, that's not correct. So here comes Jones across the timeline. They're in that little, it looks like they've matched up. They're in a man. I'm losing it. We almost lose it up the top. Jones with the ball. Jones skips it across to Marine. Seems like they're sliding and having trouble hanging onto the ball. Marine with a three. It won't go, but Jasmine Martinez with the rebound kicks it ahead to Rodriguez. Rodriguez gets slammed to the floor, and that'll send her back to the free throw line. We got to get Jones and Rodriguez some different feet, shoes, something. I don't know. Those two, they end up on the ground too much. We got to figure out a way to keep them on the floor. That scares me. Get those legs chopped up down there. Alina drops that one in. That makes it 20-13 for the Lady Cardinals. Rodriguez, that was her third free throw of the ball game. She steps back up and swishes that one in. That's the fourth free throw of the game. That's 10 points for Rodriguez. 20 seconds on the clock. It's 21-13. Here comes Ruidoso the other way. They throw it down low to Portillo. Portillo kicks it out to Pritchett. Pritchett throws up a shot. It won't go. They get it ahead to Jones. Jones trapped over in the corner trying to get around there. She does. She has a little reach there. They kick it ahead. A shot is up. It won't go. Marine shot is no good. And at the end of the first half, it's 13-21. Eunice over Ruidoso here in the first half. 13-21. All right, so I'm going to try to get us a little sponsor play here. I'll send it over for a word from our sponsors. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. The Eunice Police Department is a proud supporter of the youth of Eunice. Eunice Police Department encourages teamwork and getting involved in the community, whether it's sports, cheer, or just being a great student. The Eunice Police Department stands by their town motto of friendly people, proud town, and they're definitely proud to serve the city of Eunice and proud to sponsor Lee County athletics and academics. The Eunice Police Department says, "Go Cardinals!" The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics. Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Parker Energy, family owned and operated since 2006. Their team is known for their hard work and dedication, big enough to meet your needs for transport, pump trucks, vacuum trucks, and disposal services. Parker Energy and their staff are huge supporters of all Lee County sports and academics. They encourage their young adults to go the extra mile, whether it's sports, grades, or just being a better you. Parker Energy Support Services, 2350 Avenue O, a proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids with their academics and athletics. They realize that balancing both is challenging and appreciate their determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they are cheering them on all the way. Bart and his crew say, "Go Eunice Cardinals!"
Are you nervous about Thanksgiving dinner? With all this chaos in the world, take a step back and leave the cooking to Outlaw. Call 392-2012 and pre-order your ham or turkey, green bean casserole, mashed potatoes, stuffing, pecan or pumpkin pie, cranberry sauce, rolls, and so much more. Pickup or delivery is available. Call Outlaw now, 392-2012, and pre-order. Outlaw Grill wishes you a safe and happy Thanksgiving.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. The Eunice Police Department is a proud supporter of the youth of Eunice. Eunice Police Department encourages teamwork and getting involved in the community, whether it's sports, cheer, or just being a great student. Eunice Police Department stands by the town motto, friendly people in the town, and they're definitely proud to serve the city. Proud to serve the athletics. The Eunice Cardinals. The Eunice Clinic is support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in well sick care for all ages, well women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a beautiful Capitan, New Mexico, former home of Billy and Billy the Kid, home of my man, Michael Fish. He was a former sports hero here, went on to play for Eastern New Mexico, played some football over there. He and I played in the North-South All-Star game together and become buddies. And I come up here and we go chop some firewood every now and then. Great firewood guy. So the Lady Cardinals lead 21-13 at half, and we are going to kick off tip off the second half. Jones with the ball up near the top of the key, gets it over into the right corner. Jones with the ball, kicks it back over to McBee. McBee back to Jones. Jones dribbles in, drops it to McBee. McBee back to Jones. We got a little back and forth going. Rodriguez now back to Jones. Over to Rodriguez. Back to Jones. Jones going to pull for three. Her shot is up, and it switches through. And anytime you can have Chloe Jones knock the long range, that definitely changes the perception of the ball game for sure. So it's 20-13 after the Jones three. Number 30 is Mendez. She's going to kick it over to 21. That's Vega for Ruidoso. They throw it out to Chavez. Chavez drops it down low, and there's 2 points on the board for Mendez. Rodriguez chips it back into Jones. And here comes Jones across the timeline. Ooh, man, almost traveled again. I don't know why there's a three part there at the half-court line. There's a three-pointer by Rodriguez that flashes through across the timeline. I have her down for 8 points in that first half. So they're going to throw it in down here on the baseline. Ruidoso is. They're going to drop it into the post area. Rodriguez with a block. And Ruidoso comes away with the skip rebound. Inside Portillo, her shot is up and no good. Pritchett with the rebound. Back 2 points for number one, Pritchett. So Rodriguez timeline back over to Jones. And we have a turnover right there. Jones throws it away. Pritchett coming the other way. Her shot is dribbling right up to that pressure and then trying to stop. So here goes Maureen. She skips it into Jones. Back to Maureen. Back over to Jones. They drop it into Jasmine Martinez. She throws it out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez to Chloe Jones. Chloe Jones throws up a floater off the glass. It won't go, and here comes Ruidoso back the other way. It's 27-19. Lady Cards lead by 8. Ruidoso fires a bullet pass down low to number 11, Chavez, and she lays it in. No defense down on the backside on the bottom. It's now 27-21. Ruidoso climbing back into this ball game. Jones with the ball at the timeline. Just got to create some movement. Our offense is set up directly even with their defense, so they're not having to rotate much. Jasmine Martinez has her pocket picked by 14, Portillo. She's going to take it down the floor. Her shot is up and no good. McBee comes away with the rebound. That ball's deflected out of bounds, and that'll be Reds basketball, but we've got a timeout on the floor by Coach Gary Frazier. It's 21-27. Lady Cards in the lead, but Ruidoso trying to cut into it. This timeout is brought to you by B&H. They're not B&H anymore. NMR Services, Pipeline, Rental. Appreciate all that they do, the Bettis family. Also brought to you by Eunice Health Clinic, Leanne Reeves, and all the gang down there. We appreciate all that you do. One thing about Lee County is we have great sponsors, businesses that allow us to bring these broadcasts back to the folks at home for free. It's a great deal. So it's going to be Eunice basketball. Ruidoso going to get back. They're not interested in the pressure anymore until we get across half court, and then they're pressuring us up near the top of the key. So here they go in that 1-2-2, kind of a matchup type zone. And we're listening to Frazier. He's trying to tell us a different offense to run. In the meantime, we're just standing there. So Chloe going to dribble over to the left side. Looks like they're matched up in a man defense now. Jones throws it right to number 14, Portillo, and here comes the Ruidoso Lady Warriors for two. We just are not handling the pressure at all. 23-27. Jones going to bring it across the timeline, and they've went to straight man defense now. Jones going to float it through the middle, gets it down to Jasmine. Jasmine's going to travel, and that's another turnover. So that is 13 turnovers for the Lady Cardinals here in this ball game. So Ruidoso throws it in, and they're going to bring it up the floor. Eunice in a 1-2-2 zone as well. Ours just is a little different. They drop it in down low. A shot goes up. It's no good. Maureen steals the ball from behind, and they're going to call Alina Rodriguez with a bump with the body. I show that as her first. However, who knows what the book over there has. There was some discussion about that at halftime where they were saying the books didn't match and the fouls didn't match. They throw it in up top to Chavez. Chavez back in the corner to Portillo. Her three is up. It's no good. Sam Allen comes away with the rebound. She throws it up to McBee, and Rodriguez gets fouled on the release as she was trying to throw that ball up the floor. So Rodriguez to throw the ball in after the foul. It's 23-27. Eunice in the lead by 4. Jones brings it across the timeline. Ruidoso in the man-to-man defense. They're going to dribble and do the handoff. Maureen loses it. I thought it went out of bounds. It didn't, but then she has her pocket picked by Portillo. Portillo on the run out, and Maureen going to be called for the foul. 23-27, and that'll send Ruidoso to the free throw line. That's number 14, Portillo. I show Portillo with 8 points here in the ball game. She heads to the free throw line. Her first shot is up, and it swishes through, nothing but net. I show her at 9 points now. That doesn't mean it's right, but that's that first half they were playing on that opposite end, and sometimes when the coach or the team was standing up, I couldn't tell for sure who put it in, so I may have given her an extra point or two. Her next shot is up, and it is no good. So it's 24-27. Jones bringing it down the floor, and she gets knocked to the floor. There's going to be a foul on the floor, and so looks like it's going to be Eunice ball on the baseline. It's 24-27. Ruidoso trails by 3. Eunice to inbound. They get it into Jones. Jones to Rodriguez. Rodriguez has her pocket picked now. This Ruidoso group's got some quick hands, especially Portillo. So here comes Portillo up to court. She brings it across the line. Rodriguez down. Over into the right. Portillo. Rodriguez looking at her like she's crazy. she took a charge, and she was as excited as So they called the charge, so that sends the ball back over to the Lady Cardinals. Here comes the pressure. They're going to switch Portillo onto Jones. Jones oh my goodness, Jones gets a hip check from Jarvis, and that sends Jones to the ground. Jones a lot quicker than Portillo. Portillo going to play her on the right side and give her that left side drive, but this court, just for those of you at home to kind of have an idea, it's slippery. It's kind of sandy and dirty, and it is slick. The kids look like they're ice skating out here, so for a young lady like Chloe Jones that uses that kind of quickness and change of direction, she's slipping and sliding like she's in Cloudcroft at the ice skating rink. Three-pointer up that's no good. Ruidoso with the rebound and putback, and just like that, we've got a one-point ball game on our hands. The Cardinals had led by over double digits, and now it's a one-point ball game. So there's the dribble handoff. They get it to McBee. McBee flips it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez throws it down low. Jarvis comes away with it, but then she used two pivot feet, and it's going to be a turnover back to the Cardinals. Eunice looks like the wind sucked out of their sails. They just don't look like they have that had a little bit ago. So they kick. Jones with the ball. She swings it over to McBee. McBee on her shot touches nothing but the net, but it goes through the rim. The ball will be headed over to Lady Warriors, and here they come across the half-court line. They skip past down here to 2-3. That's Ward. She throws up a three. It won't go. Sam Allen's going to grab it, and then she just hugged it, and they grabbed a hold of it too. That'll be one of those things that Sam will have to learn as she continues to play, is when you do get that rebound is to clear it and swing it. If you stick it in your body, then a lot of times they put a hand on it. So there's some debating and discussion going back and forth about a jump ball. It's 26-27. So Mr. Frazier's calling. So Mr. Frazier, Coach Frazier and the officials are having a debate back and forth over the jump ball. The scorer's table is saying the ball belongs to the Lady Cardinals. So the officiating crew says no, that is not the case. There was a debate between the scorer's table and the officials, and so the ball's going to be handed over to Ruidoso, so they'll throw it in. They float it in up top to Jarvis. Jarvis kicks it out in the corner to Portillo. Portillo's three is up and no good. Jarvis with a rebound and a putback, and Ruidoso, I believe, has their first lead of the ball game. It's now 28-27, and here comes Jones across the timeline. They skip it over into the corner to McBee. McBee's three is up, and it is no good. Kick it is on the rebound. She pulls out and shoots a three, and then gets knocked to the floor. There's three more, and gets so that'll send Rodriguez to the free throw line to shoot one. She's got a chance at a 4-point play by Alina Rodriguez. Makes it 30-28. Free throw swished it through. Alina now has 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17 points for Alina here in the third quarter. Waste no time. They come back the other way. Mora gets the rebound. She's going to kick it over to Jones. Bring it across the timeline. Ruidoso lost on Huther Garden this time. They do get it back. They drop it back and then kick it back up to Jones. Jones over to the corner to Rodriguez. I'm sorry, that's not Rod. I can't even tell who that is. Jones getting a lot of pressure. The ball gets deflected out of bounds. Oh, that is McBee over in that corner. When they get down in that corner, I am blind. I can't see them. I'm sitting all the way over in the opposite corner, so when they get down there, it's tough for me to see. I just see the ball coming back. There was an attempted pick by Portillo, and they call her for the foul. So ball will go back to Eunice. It's 31-28. Eunice in the lead by 3. Jones with the ball up near the top of the key. They're going to try to set a little pick. They do. They fake through, and then they're going to drive, and Portillo reaches in again. You know, I know the Ruidoso crew don't like those calls, but that's what kind of got Ruidoso back in the game. There was a lot of reaching, slapping. They were letting them kind of get handsy. And so now they've started calling that reach. So I think they're saying we're in the bonus already, and we're still in the third quarter. So Jones will head to the free throw line. And so Jones at the free throw line, some discussion as to whether it was 1-1 or not. Now they're going to say it is. So she steps up there, her free throw's up, and it drops in there. Jones with the free throw, so she'll get to shoot another one. For Jones, that's nine points here in three quarters. 9. Next goes up, and she sinks that points. Jones came up after getting something. I can't tell what, if it's a knee or a foot, and she's headed over to the sidelines, and it looks like we have a technical foul called by the officiating crew on the Ruidoso bench. So the coach from Ruidoso was in the ear of the official, not some of the reach calls that started happening. And so they called a technical. She goes to the free throw line, and she sinks the first one. She'll get another one here. It's 34-28, and there goes the next one, and it splashes through. And now Eunice will get the basketball with that. It's our ball. It's our ball, right? Should be our ball after a technical. So, and it looks like we have a timeout on the floor. The coach is still out there in the ear of the officials. He called a timeout, and he's headed out to center court to give them a piece of his mind. So it's 28-35. Alina Rodriguez having a heck of a ball game. She's got 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 points. As of right now, she's at 19. Jones with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Jones with 10 right now. Sam Allen with 4. And, that's huge. If we can get Sam, especially, and it doesn't matter whether, it definitely matters whether we get Caitlin Parsons back or not. But if we can get Sam where she can do some things down there and have those soft hands and pick up some points here and there, and then you get Parsons back on that other side, oh my goodness, look out, 2A basketball. So it looks like they've got 49 seconds on the clock here in quarter number 3. Eunice has started extending that lead back out to 7. They led by 11 or 12 at one point. This entire timeout, their coach has been out near center court letting the officials have it, and they're still, his head's bobbing up and down, and I can't see or hear exactly what he's saying, but he is all the way out there at center court, and they're telling him to go back. So it's 28-35. The Cardinals, the Lady Cardinals in the lead. So they're going to throw it into Maureen. Maureen with the ball near the top. Jones still on the bench after coming up with a little injury earlier. At least we hope it's a little injury. Maureen dribble drive. Nice pass by McBee. And Rodriguez, unusual. She blew the layup on that left side as well. That's her side. Here comes Ruidoso back the other way. They drop it down. Jarvis, and a nice play down low. Sam Allen who gets the block, and here comes Maureen with the other way. They kick it down to Rodriguez, and Rodriguez is going to be called for the little hop. If she had shot it, she'd have been okay, but she took the little hop and then hesitated, and they blew the whistle and called her for the travel. So here comes Ruidoso back across the timeline. They drop it down to Jarvis. Sam Allen up, and that's a nice little shot there by Jarvis. And there goes the horn, and at the end of three quarters, it's Eunice 35, Ruidoso 30. The Lady Cardinals doing an excellent job here against the bigger school in Ruidoso. Anyway, it's been a heck of a ball game up to this point. Eunice has extended that lead at one point up to 11 or 12. It's kind of been that old slinky. That's kind of the way our whole game has went. We push it ahead 5, 6, 7 points, then they come back and get within 1. We push it ahead 8, 9 points, then they come back and get within 1. Then we push it ahead, and anyway, it's just kind of done that the whole game. It's 30-35. Eunice leads by 5. We're going to go into the fourth quarter. It's been a very physical game, and anybody that's ever played much basketball You know, on these slippery courts, I know for me, I used to dread playing on a court like this. This is slippery. For those folks that are halfway quick, and in my younger days I'm not anymore. I can't hardly move very quick to the refrigerator from the couch. But anyway, when you're on these slippery surfaces, it's hard to keep your balance. And Jones has struggled with that today. She's a real shifty, quick player and sliding all over the court. Looks like she's ice skating. So she's back on the floor. That's a good sign for the Lady Cardinals. 35-30, we're getting ready to start the fourth quarter. They throw it into Jones. Jones going to dribble across the timeline. She's looking over the left side, throws it to Maureen. They've went to that 5 out now. Jones with a little dribble drive. Skip passes all the way out to Alina Rodriguez, who shoots the 3. It won't go. Jones comes away with the rebound. She kicks it back out to Rodriguez. They skip it over to Maureen. Maureen on the dribble drive, throws up a shot. It won't go, but she gets fouled by Jarvis, and that'll send Alondra Maureen to the free throw line to shoot a pair. So, got Jarvis coming to the sideline. I don't know if that was 5 on her, because I never saw the coach do anything, but because he was over here talking, maybe the assistant coach sent in the sub. I don't know. So Maureen's first shot is up, and it is good. Alondra Maureen sinks the free throw. That's huge for the Cardinals, too. It's 36-30. Here goes the next free throw, and Maureen sinks another one. So it's now 37-30. Ruidoso going to throw it down low. The ball gets deflected. Ends up back in the hands of Ruidoso. They throw up a shot. It won't go. Jasmine Martinez trying to get to it. She throws it out here toward the side. It gets deflected by Ruidoso, and it's going to be Lady Cardinal basketball. Jones throws it into a Rodriguez. Rodriguez back to Jones. Here goes Jones across the center court line. We've got 7 minutes on the clock. They get it to Maureen. They throw it down in the corner to McBee. McBee back to Maureen. Over to Jones. Jones looking. She's going to skip it over the corner to Rodriguez, who shoots a 3. It won't go. Jasmine Martinez trying to get in there and battle and rebound. She had a good position, but when that ball came off the tips of her fingers, I think she wasn't sure whether it was out on her or the Ruidoso player, so she let it go, and that's one you got to grab. 37-30, 6:50 on the clock. Ruidoso skips it in, and they're going to call a reach-in foul on Rodriguez. Not sure how many that is, but she'll have to be really, 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 really careful coming as we finish. It is important, extremely important, that we have her on the offensive end. Got to have her on the court. So they're going to throw it up near the top. They get it in. It gets deflected on a good hands there by Kenna McBee. She does a good job. Kenna McBee plays good defense. She gets her hands in the passing lane and does a lot of good things down there. She almost had another one deflected. There's a shot up and no good. Rodriguez comes away with the rebound. She goes behind her back, and then Jones was trying to set a screen. And I always tell my kids not to set screens in the open court when you've got the wide open court like that, because all you do is bring defense with you, and then you get your own team trapped, and then Jones fouled after that. So an ill-advised screen and then an ill-advised foul. It's 37-30. Ruidoso trying to get the ball in. They get it into the corner, and they're going to call Rodriguez with another one. Fouls. Can't have any more right here. 37-30. Rodriguez can't have any more. No more. So they're going to throw it in down here on the corner. They throw it in down to the baseline. The shot is up and good, and that makes it 32-37. Scary thing is Ruidoso just keeps hanging around. Maureen with the ball. Oh, my goodness, and we throw that cross-court skip pass for no reason. There was no pressure on Maureen. There's nobody within 15, 20 feet of her. Just stand there and hold it. We're winning by 5. If they don't want to get out there and play defense, there's no reason to force that. So Eunice with the ball after the deflection out of bounds. Maureen, she's got it, looking inside, throws it to Jones. Take your time. She throws it to Rodriguez in the corner. Over to Jones. Jones going to try to dribble through, kicks it out to Maureen. Maureen with a shot. It won't go. McKenna McBee crashing in there to get a rebound, and it's going to be a jump ball. So a good job there again by McKenna McBee. McKenna McBee, it's a jump ball, so the arrow is going to go to the Lady Warriors of Ruidoso. Ruidoso to throw it in, they do. Here they come up the floor. We got people in the back and nobody back there. And they slam Maureen on a little screen up near the top, and it's going to be a foul on Ruidoso. That'll give the ball back to Eunice. So Jones with the ball at the timeline. 50 on the ball. This quarter's taken forever. Maureen to Jones. Jones dribbles through, tries to pass. I don't know why we feel like we've got to go. Talking about how slow we're playing. Now we're forcing things. Sam Allen had to rebound, and then they're going to call her for the foul on the. Paused my mind, was going to become a coach and tell some things, and then I put my mic back on and be quiet. So anyway, they skip it down here to the corner. It gets deflected. All right. Ball ends up in my hands, and you know, I almost pulled and shot the three. 32-37. They drop it down low. Sam Allen. That's going to send Ruidoso to the free throw line. 5:30 clock. We continue round. Or not. She's still over here on the side. She got sideways earlier with on a call, and she's been sitting over here. And Ruidoso hanging around with her on the bench, and she had 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 points. So that first free throw was no good. The second one rattles in, and it goes. They trying to get the ball into Jones. They do. 5:30 on the clock. We're still pushing it. We skip it down in the corner. McBee tries to dribble drive, gets trapped in the corner, kicks it out. We throw a skip. It gets deflected. Jones with the ball, the pressure. We throw it back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez skips it. Marine's 2-pointers up, and it's no good. And here's Ruidoso back the other way. And it's still just a 4-point ball game here halfway through the fourth quarter. There's the trap by the Cardinals, but now they're going to drop it down low. Sam Allen had the rebound, but then she had it taken away. They tie it up. It's going to be a jump ball, and it'll be Lady Cardinal basketball. So they throw it into Jones. Once again, Eunice leads here by 4. 4:45 on the clock. I'd just slow down and stand right there and make them come guard me. They throw it out to McBee. McBee skips it to Jones. Jones going to dribble drive, thought about floating it in. She goes up and she gets hammered as she attacked the basket. That'll send Jones to the free throw line for 2. So Chloe Jones will head to the free throw line. Had a little drive action there where she got hit. She was going to throw that little skip pass backside block, and as she stepped through there, the defender jumped in the pass, so she went up. Chloe makes her first one. That makes it 38-2. It's a 6-point ball game. So her net is up, and it hits in there, and that's a 12-point. That's 12 points for Chloe Jones here halfway through the fourth. Got some subs coming in. Jasmine Martinez comes in for the Lady Cardinals. Samantha Allen will head out. It's 39-32. It's a 7-point ball game. Here comes Ruidoso across the timeline. Eunice now out trying to put a little pressure. They're trying to trap up there near the timeline. They skip it over in the corner to Pritchett, does Ruidoso, and she floats in a nice little shot. That's 2 more points for the Lady Warriors. It's 39-34, 39-35. It's a 4-point game. So Jones will hurry, but I think still in a hurry. Jones with the ball. Here to the corner. Who that is? That's Maureen, and away. Rodriguez comes away with it. Jones to Maureen. Ooh, man. Find her, and we throw it right to the white team. That's Chavez. Chavez on the attack. She gets bodied by Maureen. And that's going to send Chavez to the free throw line, where she's 3 of 3 from the free throw line in this ball game. I'm sorry, it's Portillo that's 3 of 3. She's 1 of 1. So Chavez is 1 of 1. She's going to head back to the free throw line. That one rattles out. So we're going to have a sub here. Didi Zamora comes in. Alondra Maureen heads out. So Zamora, the senior. 35-39, Ruidoso at the line. That shot is up, and she headed across. She was ahead before that ball hit through the goal. She was a step in front. So that they'll take that point off. It's 39-35. You got a 4-point ball game, 3 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. Jones with the ball, over to Rodriguez, back to Jones, over to McBee, back to Jones, over to McBee, over to Jones. Jones dribbles through, kicks it to Jasmine, Jasmine to Rodriguez. Rodriguez, three, splashes through. Alina Rodriguez now has 22 points, I believe. My little numbers are correct. That's 42-35. So there's a trap over in the corner. Rodriguez ties it up, and whoo, she did a good job. There's no doubt about it, but I think she's got at least 3 fouls, so I was like, ugh. Thought they might call her for that one. They call her for the jump ball, so that'll give the ball to Ruidoso. Ruidoso to throw it in the corner. They do. They drop it into Chavez. She floats it across court to Pritchett. Pritchett's shot is up and no good. Jasmine Martinez comes away with the rebound. They get it over to Jones. Jones going to attack Rodriguez. Rodriguez, she tried to come with a little right-handed lay-in on the backside, and she missed it. So here comes back the other way. And there's a travel, and that'll save the Cardinals points because Ruidoso had laid it in. So Rodriguez throws it into Jones. Jones bring it up. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. 7 ball game. They get it over McBee. Jones back with it. Back to Jones. Jones to McBee. Over to Jones. Jones going to slide through. She skips it to, and then the ball gets thrown toward the out of bounds. Throws it, trying to save it. It's Ruidoso, and they it in for 2. Oh man, 2:30. And we struggle. Any clock. B had the ball. She grabbed, so they're going to call a foul. 7-42, and it's going to be Ruidoso basketball. And I just don't understand the concept of running some clock. You were ahead 7 points with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go, and we're still skipping and attacking, and man, I don't know. Anyway, Eunice leads by 5, 150. We've done some great things here, some really good things. We've had some great moments. We just got to be steady. Those, against your solid clubs that we're going to run into, especially possibly tomorrow if we win this ball game, those mistakes like that get multiplied, amplified, and the next thing you know, I have us down right now at about 20 turnovers for the ball game. And, I usually say that for every turnover, you end up with about a point per turnover per game. That's 20 points you're giving up to most teams. 20 points on run-out layups will get you tore up. That'll hurt you. So you got to do a better job, and especially with these turnovers up near the half-court line. I always say if you turn it over down inside the paint, then you say, okay, well, at least our team has a chance to get back. You turn it over up near the top of the key or all the way out to half court where they have run-out layups or you have to foul them, put you in an interesting predicament, which is what we're in right here. 37-42. Ruidoso at the line. Looks like they're going to be at a 1-and-1 here. So they're going to play this ball if it's off. And it's not. It's in there. It's now a 4-point ball game, under 2 minutes to go. 1:51 on the clock, and she's going to get to shoot another one. There's the next one. It's up. It's no good. Maureen comes away with the rebound. They get over to Jones. Jones. Back. She dribbles out. Back to Maureen. Back to Jones. Jones looking to dribble. She gets it out here to Maureen. And then they're going to foul Maureen on the wing. Back in our day when we had Malie Vincent, I used to tell situations, I'm like, look, Malie, you at this point are playing a keep away. Just get out there and start dribbling circles. Everybody else getting out, get out of the way. Let me just up there and dribble and let them chase her because she could handle the ball. And that's almost what we ought to do in situations, unless they send the trap. Just let the ball handler, everybody spread out, flatten them out, let her some circles for a while. They're going to go there and put pressure on you. First free throw's no good. Goes through. So Maureen makes the second free throw. That's 3 points for Maureen. Here comes Ruidoso the other way. It's 43-39. Ruidoso gets trapped up at the top. Trap, and here they come on the. They flip it down low. Rodriguez with a block. They get the ball back though, and there's a it with it, and she's going to get fouled by Rodriguez right at the front of the rim, and that makes it. And the scoreboard has changed a couple times. They show 38-43. I don't know if it's me losing it and I can't keep score or if it's the scoreboard changing, but there's a first free throw that's good. They now show 39-43. I had it at 40-43, so I hope they don't adjust it. We're up 4 points here with 1:07 on the clock. I believe Rodriguez now has 4. It's going to be very important to keep her on the floor. 40-40. It's a 3-point ball game. Jones and Jones gets fouled by Pritchett attacking Ruidoso. That's a good play right there. And what I mean by that stops the clock, sends Jones to the throw line. You're down 3. You got a minute to go. It's better than letting them run out time, in my opinion. So Jones heads to the free throw line. Her first free throw is off the front of the rim and no good. So Jones will head back for another couple of substitutions coming at this point. 1:01 on the clock. It's a 40-43 game. Eunice leads by 3. Jones to the free throw line. Her next free throw's up, and it's off the back of the no good. I thought Jones was going to foul. Like I wanted to scream foul. Jones run, skip it down low, and drop it in for a point ball game. 3:40. Ruidoso coach calling for some pressure. Trying to dribble through. Frazier's got time out, and we've got a 1-point ball game. Eunice by 1, and the Capitan, you're literally about 8-12 miles from, as the crow flies anyway, from Ruidoso. Those got them a pretty good little cheering section over here, getting rowdy. It's a 1-point ball with 40 seconds on the clock. Shout out to some sponsors: Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Eunice Police Department, Eunice Pump and Supply that I've probably already said, NMR Pipeline, Eunice Wrecker Rental, trying to think, Devon Energy. Like I said, I left my notebook back home, so I don't have my little list that I usually have, so I'm just trying to wing it. So we've got 40 seconds on the clock. It's going to be Eunice basketball after the Eunice timeout. Let's see what kind of strategy Coach Frazier can come up with here. Ruidoso has trailed by as many as 12. They're now down 1. Their main scorer has been out all fourth quarter with a foul. So that'll send the Cardinals back on the Ruidoso head back. Going to have on the sideline. And this right here is. Here we go. Some time they get it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez has it picked. That's number 30. She's heading down the floor. She throws up a shot. It won't go. And Jones gets hammered from behind. Jones gets run over, trying to get that rebound. And that, I think, will send Jones to the free throw line. Let's see who they send over. They're going to send under Marine. So Marine will head to the 29 seconds. First shot by Marine is up, and it swishes to pressure shot there for Marine, and they're going to time out on the floor. It's now a 2-point ball game, 44-42. Eunice leads by 2. Marine will have one more. Under 30 seconds to go in this ball game. This has turned into a barn burner. Not a very comfortable game for me and my cameraman, Marty Rodriguez, the jefe of all jefes over here from Jefes Inc., helping us out with the camera today. We greatly appreciate them. Those of you watching, listening at home, it's a 2-point ball game. Alondra Maureen, the sophomore, will head to the free throw line. She's going to get to shoot one more. Me and Marty Rodriguez over here, he's helping me. Rescind earlier on the run today. Didn't make it, like I said, do this last minute. So, stand back here under the basket. One of you get up there about midcourt. Anyway, Maureen got to head to the line. She's got one more. 29 seconds on the clock. Her shot goes up. It won't go. Ruidoso with the rebound. It gets deflected down low by Jasmine Martinez, but here comes Ruidoso. They throw it over to the right wing, try to drop it down low. Jones jumps in, ties the ball up. So waiting to see what the call is. Oh, wow. Wow. Woo. Yeah, that's a woo-wee. Yeah, that's a rough one right there. Wow. 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 Woo-wee. Yeah, they called Chloe Jones for the foul there. That first free throw is up, and it is no good. And they're going to call a lane violation on Alondra Maureen and give her two more. So Alondra Maureen stepped into the lane. They're going to give them two more. Wow, that's a huge call at a big time there. Not, in my opinion, a good one. Of course, I'm from Eunice. There's the next shot. It's up, and it's no good. And they'll have one more. So Eunice leads by 2. They're going to have one more. That's Pritchett with the free throw, and that one goes in. It's now a 1-point ball game. They get it into Maureen. Maureen back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez to Jones. Jones trying to get through there. She's going to get fouled. It's a 1-point ball game with 13 seconds left, and now Jones will head to the free throw line. Ooh-wee. It's a barn burner. I'm trying to just a neutral little fellow over here announcing and not scream and holler. But Jones's first free throw's up. It goes in. Chloe Jones now with 13 points. That extends the lead to 2. This is a huge one right here because after this one, Eunice could just move out of the way. And the best, they get a tie. And that one rattles all in but won't go. Here comes the Lady Warriors back the other way. They throw it over into the corner. And Martinez steps into the passing lane, and she almost had a steal. And, man, that may have been the longest 8 seconds on the clock in my life. 4 seconds remain on the clock. It's a 2-point ball game. And Ruidoso Lady Warriors will have the ball over on the side. And so it's a 2-point ball game, 43-45. Ruidoso will have the basketball. Eunice leads by 2. And, what do you do here? If I'm Ruidoso, with the post presence that they had, I think I kick it outside. I run some sort of play to get whoever my shooter is a shot out on the wing. But I tell her, if you're not open, drop it into your post because they've definitely got a post presence. And let's go for the tie and put this thing into overtime. But anyway, that's my game plan. It's Coach Jimmy's strategy over here from the side. The armchair quarterback. 43-45. Eunice leads by 2. Ruidoso with the basketball on the sideline. 4 seconds on the clock. Here they come on the shift. They're going to throw it down low. They do. They drop it through the backside. The shot goes up. It won't go. And Michelle comes away with the rebound. And at the end of the ball game, the Eunice Lady Cardinals hang on in a barn burner nail biter over in Snow Country. Eunice Ruidoso 45-43. Chloe Jones, I'm just going to go down my list. She ends up with 10, 11, 12, 13 points. Sam Allen with 2. Alondra Maureen with 4 huge free throws. McKenna McBee with 2. And then the high scorer for the Lady Cardinals is going to be Alina Rodriguez with 22 points on the night. So 22 for Alina Rodriguez, and the Lady Cardinals escape with a victory. They'll probably win the award of getting to face Melrose. Number 2 would be my guess. I will tell you is salty. Those Lady Cardinal fans at home, they played in a last week. I can't even remember whose tournament it was. Ended up playing Kirkland Central in the championship. They beat Moriarty. They beat Alamogordo or somebody. I mean, they beat like 2 schools that were like 5A and above. And so anyway, that's a solid group that we're likely to run into tomorrow. We're going to step away for just a few minutes. We'll be back on shortly to cover the boys' game. I'm not sure if it'll be on this same link or if you'll have to click over to the boys' link. But thank you for listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Lady Cardinal sports. We'll have the boys' game coming up here shortly. Thank you for listening. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. There was still 52 seconds on the clock, but they started the game with a technical foul. Not sure what happened there, but Billy Blevins, they've got 4. Okay, now it's 2. Okay, so Billy Blevins is going to pick up 2 free throws here to start this ball game, and here we go. Once again, a strange start. I'm not exactly sure what happened. So they've got 8 minutes on the clock, and here we go. Eunice Cardinals with the basketball. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside my partner today, Marty Rodriguez, the Jefe of Jefes of Jefe Inc. He's helping me out today on the camera. We're in their auxiliary gym, so we don't have a whole lot of room like we normally do where we get up above, so we'll do our best to bring you this game. We also know that we've got some Ruidoso folks listening, so we appreciate you. There's Jorge Gomez with a nice little reverse layup, and he picks up, and Eunice is out quickly to a 4 lead. Ruidoso heads back the other way. A little floater is up and no good. And those numbers are hard for an old guy like me to read, so I'm going to try to get them. That's number 3. Number 3 is Tal Barnes. And so, anyway, that shot is up and no good, and it's Eunice basketball. I'm going to try to get my score app caught up here. Once again, we have our normal crew with me. Marty helping the camera, and we're trying to get going. So, anyway, it's 4 now. Eunice leads by 2. 7:05 on the clock. Eunice with the basketball. They drop it into Gomez. Gomez skips it out to Billy Blevins. Billy Blevins with the crossover, and then he drops it down to Gomez. Gomez tried to hang on to it. It gets deflected, and his fingers touch it as it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Ruidoso Warrior basketball. The other Gomez had an untied shoe here. He's had his shoestring slinging all over everywhere. He's going to head down the floor. That's at least Gomez. Eunice comes into this with a 3-2 record. Ruidoso's coming in today. There's a 3-point. So good. I believe it was Sandoval. Ruidoso with the shot. Big man from Ruidoso says, this is Ben Ferguson's. Eunice, or Ruidoso comes away with it. Number 23 is Mikey Rose. Mikey Rose skips in the corner, a little dribble drive action, crossover, nice little floater, but it won't go. And Eunice comes away with the rebound. Cardinals starting to show up here. Got a little action. She's hanging out. Parker Energy Services. Chloe Jones here. Chloe, a smooth 13 points in the game. We got Alina Rodriguez to the front of us. Alina had 22 in the win over Ruidoso Lady Warriors. So Kevin Garcia trying to get the ball line. A lot of pressure there at the time. Barnes. It's going to be Barnes first. I'm going to try my dangest to. As I mentioned, we weren't planning on covering these games. I decided to come last minute. I don't have all my notebooks and things with stat sheets and all that rosters. I'm doing it the old-fashioned way. Paper and a pen. Gomez attacks Blevins, who pulls up and shoots for 3. Blevins, Capitan area, and he pulls the trigger on it. Ruidoso out to number 23. That's Rose. Rose skips. Thompson. He pulls a little flow. Oh, Barnes with the rebound, and here he comes quickly the other way. He like Mike, his shot won't go. Ashton Thompson with the rebound, and here comes Eunice with a full head of steam. Ashton Thompson throws up a floater that touches nothing, and he catches it, throws it back to Gomez. Gomez or Garcia. And Burton. So trying to get it out, they get it down low, and they're going to call a four. That's Ferguson. The Warriors. They're going to call that foul out. The score on the board earlier. Ruidoso with the Goes off the back of the rim. Here comes Thompson. He skips to Garcia. Evans pulls for three. This one won't go. Ashton Thompson with the rebound for the Cardinals. He's going to attack and be fouled on the drive by number 2. That's Mikey Rose, and that'll send Ashton Thompson to the free throw line for the Eunice Cardinals. So Thompson steps up here. Number 2. Thompson comes from a long line of sports families in the Eunice area. All-state football player selection that just come out this week. Thompson drains the first free throw. That makes Dolly Parton. His second free throw goes in. Running that sideline break. When I was coaching back in the day, that was number 5, Girth, laid it in for 2, and here comes Ruidoso. Big gulp. Ruidoso trying to kick it out over between the right. It comes. Shot is up and no good, and here has it taken away. Chloe Jones and Caitlin Parsons in here with you for a few living. We don't have any, but I tell you what, we got a slushy outside because it's cold. These Capitan folks are a different breed. They like the cold weather. They got Smokey the Bear up here, and there's Gary Frazier, the winning coach for the Eunice Lady Cardinals. The long-time coach. Gary Frazier's coached a little bit of everything when I was in high school, and if you guys see me, I look like Santa Claus. I got the gray beard. Gary Frazier was my coach. He was an assistant coach in football, assistant coach in basketball when I was in school. So that's way back in the day. It's 7-11. We're in quarter number 1 here. The Ruidoso Warriors playing against the Eunice Cardinals. We are on the road in Capitan at the Smoke Bear Tournament. 3:05 remaining in quarter number 1. Eunice will have the ball on the base. Ruidoso in the white uniform. Eunice in the red. Eunice to throw it in. They get it into Gomez. Gomez with a little. That's Luis Gomez with a nice turnaround there. And it's now 7. Eunice Public. The city of Parker Energy. Here goes Cooper, sister on the girl. Runs a little wrapper. Gomez. That makes it 50. Eunice in the lead. Top of the key. The timeline. Who I believe is. I couldn't tell because I see number 5 comes away with the rebound. And Thompson brings it across the timeline. He's up near the top of the key. On the left wing. He's looking inside. He's going to drop. And number 2 goes up. And he drops it. It's now 10-15 on the scoreboard. Just a few seconds behind. Shot, it won't go. Other Gomez gets a rebound, and they have away. Ball, and he dropped. And it's now a 3-point ball game. Blinky game while ago, and the girls are kind of doing the same thing. You don't know what. They're down low by number 12. Lead by 1 here. Want to shout out to some sponsors. Services. I don't know if I could. Kiki and Chloe run around together, and I forget to say them. As I say, this was not a game that was on the schedule. I just decided I was going to make it. So I took off, and about halfway here I went, oh, heck, I left my notebook that has my stat sheets and my sponsor list and all that stuff. But we wanted to make sure that we got you the game brought to you, so we appreciate you listening and watching. Down at the bottom of the screen, there is a list of all the sponsors that sponsor Cardinal Sports. So we appreciate you. Those Ruidoso that are watching at home, area. We've got don't have any big. So this is Fish. For those of you that don't know Michael Fish, the man is the man, the artist. There, I like me some Michael Fish. So Ruidoso with the timeline. It's 14-15 Eunice. And Barnes with a little skip to my Lou crossover. Swings to Barnes and then over into the corner. And at the top. He swings it over to Pino. He throws the ball away. Billy is going to slow down and drop it in for 2 more points. Evans, he's now got 7 here. And that is a nice 3. He holds up 3 fingers. That's even earth. Selections just were released yesterday. Thompson, one of those. Maddox Mata out there. He was one of those all-state football selections. I believe Capitan may have been on. I can't remember. I know Mata and Thompson were for sure. Free throw that's up by Thompson. On the other end for Ruidoso. Keeps up the score. Number 10. Kicks it to Barnes in the corner. Got it, swings it around. It goes all the way. Come back this way. Swing it into the. If he sees 3, that's Ethan. I'll take 3 more. 18. Match their score. Eunice with the up top to Mata. Mata goes for 3. Thompson with a nice rebound. 2 points for Ashton Thompson. Thompson at 5. We don't have girth on the 3. Barnes with the crazy 2022 11 will not and so the Ruidoso Warriors having a few words. Bench was screaming air ball at Blevins. Blevins comment. We got a little talking. I like talking myself. There's folks out there that don't like that. Jordan, where the bad boy Warriors, the Detroit Pistons. In those here 35 with the I don't have any idea on that. shot won't go for 10. Number 10 is jump stop. Both feet, he was okay, but once time he crosses over, goes to the attack, and in there, my angle, that looked like a definite Eunice. Barnes line swings it over into the left corner. Back to Pino corner. Ferguson's feet slide across the floor. He out of Eunice trails by 5. They surround the kid Blevins. Another 3. He's got up here. Girth wins 3. Here comes Ruidoso back the other way. The ball gets deflected out of bounds. So it's 25-23. I forgot to put Billy Blevins' on my app. It's up on the big scoreboard here. Clock. They throw it in up high. Looking for Barnes dropped it into the corner, I think. From deep, it won't go. Hands of Garcia right into the hands of 5. Girth, who shoots a deep shot that won't go. Back the other way. It won't go, but Brother Gomez has the rebound. A rebound. Then here comes Sandoval. Barnes cross. I've got the broadcast keeps coming. We are. Apologies. Those of you that through a cell phone. And, I know the cell phone service up here is not real good. There's Barnes on the run out. He lays it in for 2. And Eunice trails by 30. My apologies, as I mentioned, for those of you watching, it looks like one of our lights over our little signal. Looks like it may be lit back up. So anyway, we like your cell phone, our broadcast when we're in gyms like this is a little bit older gym. It runs off a cell tower, and so we run through like a 4G, or the system will run off a 5G. The problem is a lot of times when you get up, like here, we're up in the mountains in kind of the middle of nowhere. There's probably not a lot of 5G towers floating around up here that we have, that we're able to lock into. Hey, thank you very much. We just got service from Hefe's Inc. Got a little water action. We appreciate you, Sandy, for taking good care of us. So 1:52 remaining here in the first half. It's 30-23. Once again, my apologies back home. Our system runs through a cell phone service. And the cell phone service, Marty was just looking at his phone saying he's got like 1 bar, and that's what we're trying to push video and stuff through. So apologies. Good. Back home. A good reception to get the video to stream. So it's 30. Eunice with the ball. Ruidoso in the full court pressure now. Eunice breaks it pretty. Kicks it out to Garcia. The ball goes off Garcia's knee and out of bounds. The ball's going to go back to the Warriors. And that's the ball for 3-3. Go through it into him. Sandoval. He's going to drop it into Ferguson. Ferguson's little short shot won't. Back the other way. Castro, who goes up, shot that won't go. And he's going to 23. The sophomore heads to the coach. Do some coaching over there and explain to him what he wants them to do as Hyan goes to the free throw line and sinks the first free throw. So Hyan Castro makes the first one. That makes it a 24-30 game, 6-point ball game. Here goes the next one. It's up, rattles around, won't go. Luis Gomez with the rebound and the putback. Gomez now has 6 points. It's a point ball game, 30-26. Ruidoso. Barnes with the ball. It over to Sandoval on the right side. And it goes through. Lead back out to 7. Eunice. They're going to call an near the top of the key. They called that on 10. And so here they come back the other way. It's a 33-26 ball basketball. Barnes the timeline. Right side, that's number 30, who is, so I'll go back up to 10, that's Sandoval. 3 again, they're going to try to drop it in down low to Sandoval. The handle on the ball, it goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Eunice. Ruidoso court pressure. They're just matching up. Oh, no, they're in like a 1-2. Matching up out of that 1-2-2 full court pressure. Had a deflection on the ball there. They tried to save it. It goes out of bounds. It's going to be Eunice ball again. So, yeah, this just looks like a 1, and they're matching up on the wings, and then they're going to trap. Here's the road. Eunice doing a good job of breaking. Nice pass. A nice floater there. He's going to get the end. And that'll send Kevin Garcia to the free throw line. It's a 28-33 ball game. So Garcia heads to the free throw line. Pink shoes, pink shoestrings. His first shot is up and it splashes through and it is good. That makes it a 4-point ball game. Ruidoso tries to run that sideline break again. Castro with the steal. He's going to run in, throw up a shot. It won't go. Ruidoso with the quickly is going to go. He crosses over between Sandoval. Thought about the 3. 15 seconds left on the clock. Asking them to pull it out and get the last shot. They drop it into Sandoval. He tries to attack down low. Out the first, out the 3, and then he drops it down in low. That was 33. Sago, it won't go. Eunice heaves a desperation shot at the half-court buzzer. It won't go. It's 33. Again, those of you back home through a cell phone off a little router. And, you know, when you're in Hobbs or in Dallas, it works amazing. When you're in Wagon Mound or Capitan, it don't always work so great because it runs off a cell signal. And so our apologies if we're buffering and kicking out. So our apologies for that. So it's halftime here in Capitan. Eunice 29, Ruidoso 33. We'll send it over for a word from our sponsors.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Highest can locally, which is why Lasco Construction supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of work, electrical, pumping, and crane, plus your and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-141. IPS, the turnkey call company.
Eunice has a friendly town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics. Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system. Eunice schools are excited to have staff back on involved in another successful term. An eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready. Eunice Public Schools educational experiences in a levels of sports and Eunice, a friendly small amenities and a family system.
dedicated company, leading in management, provided pipeline maintenance and construction in the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline. Or call 44 for more information. Again, 3940. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Bart, class basketball, the kids with their athletics and appreciate Eunice Cardinal hard to get where they're at. Are cheering them on all the way.
Are you nervous about Thanksgiving? With all this chaos in the world, get back. The cooking. 2012. Order green bean. And happy Thanksgiving.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Nomark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. We're here in Capitan, home of Smokey the Bear, or Smokey Bear, or Smokey some kind of bear. Also, Billy the Kid country. We got Billy the Kid Blevins out here leading the Cardinals in scoring there in that first half. Eunice trails here by 4. It's 33-29 as we start the second half. Ruidoso with the ball. They're going to try a little handoff play. There's that slick court that I've been talking about. Barnes with the ball back up near the top of the key. He swings it over here to 23. That's Rose. Rose drops it inside to Sandoval. Sandoval in the corner to first. Back to Sandoval. They kick it up top to Rose. Rose over toward the top and reset. To drop it in, it gets swatted away there. Good hands by Blevins and Thompson. And here comes Thompson across the top. Ashton Thompson going to set up the offense. He's directing traffic out there like the floor general. Over between legs, heads it over to Gomez. Gomez with the ball, now Blevins. Blevins swings. Thompson looking inside. He skips it across to the other Gomez. Back to Garcia. Garcia thought about three. Now he's going to attack off the dribble. He throws up a footer. It won't go. And with a big board, and then an almost steal by Thompson. And Sandoval's going to bring it on down the timeline. Barnes with the ball at the top of the key. Swings it over to Sandoval. Sandoval looking for somewhere to go with it. Swings it out to Barnes. Barnes with the crossover. Spins around. Kicks back out about three. Between his legs. Back. It won't go. Gomez, a nice rebound. Kicks it over to Garcia. Crossover. Back it out. And he has it by... It won't go. With the rebound, they're slipping, sliding out there. I'm telling you, they look like they're ice skating. 3:29. We're in the auxiliary barn. Gym. I didn't mean that. Even no pun intended, but that kind of it's an auxiliary. They kick it back out to Rose. Rose thought about the crossover. And now they kick it back up to Rose. Rose to Ferguson. Ferguson to Barnes. Barnes drops to earth. Eunice with the steal. Now Kevin Garcia ball the direction. He spins around. Has it. Gets him to it. Sandoval trying to throws it down. to Blevins. Blevins thought about the crossover, kicks it out to Gomez. Gomez to Thompson. Rebound there by Rose. Rose kicks it out to Sandoval. Slow coming down the court, got a little limp to him. He kicks it out to Girth. Girth back to Rose. About the three, he gets it to Barnes. Barnes with the touch, through some contact. He wanted to get it, but it was a nice, maybe a triple clutch by Barnes. He hasn't slapped away from him as he's driving to the basket. Eunice Cardinal basketball on the baseline under their. Garcia's going to throw it in. He's got the looking, trying to get it in, swings it out to Blevins. Blevins thought about he's on a dribble drive attack, has the ball away. Thompson, Gomez. Gomez swings it to Blevins. A deep three, it's off the front of the rim, won't go. Luis Gomez with the steal. Kick it over to Garcia for smashes it in. Points for Garcia. Points so far for Garcia. It's 35-30. Trying to get, I don't know why it kicked. So, like a three by, I think that's, oh, that one through. And down on the other. Other question in the two call was they stopped for just a well, it's 32-38. Eunice trails Ruidoso 6. And in a nice no-look pass, Garcia to Luis Gomez. 4:38 after Luis Gomez crossover ball. Sandoval with the ball inside. Danny Pino with the ball swings it over. Looking for the cut through offense where they will him through. Pino with a nice move down. Jorge Gomez says, "Not in my house," and throws it out of there. Unfortunately, the Cardinals threw it out in a Eunice Cardinals. So Ruidoso will have the back on the baseline. He's going to pull steal by 2, and then Barnes is going to lay it more, and that's a 10-point after 2 straight turnovers for Lakers. 4 straight unanswered points. And there is some unhappy staff on the unit. They almost threw it away again. Yeah, oh baby, but no TO, and we're still going. It's 34-4. Eunice trails by 10. It's going to be a reaching foul call. Warriors. Thompson tries to get into him. Attack. Gomez has his shot blocked. Garcia with the wide open three. Garcia up. He's going to swing it over to Barnes. Crosses over between his and thought about the deep three. Kicks it over to Rose. Rose offense. Reset. A lot of pressure, and here he comes on the step. He's going to lay it in, and they're going to call him for the charge. And they're going to points out the board right there. Luis Gomez held his ground. And there, big play for the Eunice Cardinals. Luis Gomez with the Garcia across court to Thompson. Thompson skips it off. Gomez. Low. Barnes brings the ball into the girth back to Sandoval. All right, out on the floor. 39-44 ball game. Barn burner. I don't know what it is with Ruidoso and but up the win. And then here we are in this boys game. Not a Twinkie, a Slinky. That's kind of like a Twinkie, except one you eat and one climbs the stairs. 439. Shout out to some sponsors: Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Eunice Police Department, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Wrecker, Parker Energy, NMR Pipeline. I'm sure I'm skipping. Oh, I know one. I know a big one. Johnny Robertson and the Outlaw Grill. And get on down there, get you a Juicy Lucy burger. I'm thinking about one right now. I ain't ate. Oh, no, that's a lie. I was about to say I haven't ate all day, but I stopped by the wife's classroom at lunch, and she does every year. They have that Christmases across the world. And, man, I got to tell you, she had some senoritas in there making asado and rice and tortillas and whatnot at lunch. Oh, my goodness. I thought I was going to go into some sort of cardiac coma. Oh, my goodness. I don't know who made that, but that was the best. And I'm an asado. That was some of the best asado. Shout out to my wife and the Eunice schools. Here goes Eunice with the ball. I'm sorry, Ruidoso. They end up with it. He's going to just pull it out the court defense. Eunice has swooped it up. They've went to that man defense. One clock. We've got called on the floor. Offensive foul on them. A little lost on the backside. 14. That's Madison. 2. Eunice trails by 3. 1:22 remaining here in the third quarter. So with the ball, that's Pino. Throws it over to Barnes. Looking inside. He's going to swing it over to Rose. Rose on the left wing. He's going to pull for 3 at 1. Gomez with the rebound. Gomez says, let me rack. Euro action, lays it in. And 1-3, Ruidoso 4. Trying to settle his team. Warriors. Cards. Ball in the left. That's number 12. Mitchell. Thompson has the rebound for Eunice. Castro rotated, then re-threw 3. Maddox with a rebound. Ruidoso with the rebound, and they're going to reset Sandoval. Sandoval brings it across the line. Mark's going to pull from the bleachers. It won't go. Ruidoso the rebound to put back. It won't go. At the end of 3, we've got 43 1-point ball game in Capitan. Wow. For Eunice, looking down the I've got Luis Gomez at 8, Jorge Gomez 4, Billy Blevins at 6, 8, 10. I've got him at 10. Maddox Mott I've got with 2. Garcia with 6, 8, 10, 11. So he leads the Eunice team. Ashton Thompson I've got with 5. Once again, I don't have my little stat sheets and things that I usually use to keep all this. So just trying to bring some of these games back home to everyone back home, and hurried right on out and ran off and left my notebook and all my stats and my rosters and all that stuff that a normal person needs to keep up with things. So getting ready to start the fourth quarter here. We got a lot of 4s on that scoreboard. Ruidoso's got a 4-4 score. Eunice with a 4-3. We're in the fourth quarter. It's going to be Ruidoso. No, I lied. It's going to be Eunice got Kevin Garcia, Ashley Thompson, Luis Gomez. No, that's Jorge Gomez out there. Billy Levin and Maddox Mata on the floor. Ian Castro with the ball over in the corner. Then he throws it away. Sandoval scramble for the ball. Gomez comes away. Thompson on the attack. He's got a handed floater. It won't go. And here comes the other. It's like we're running going on. There's a one by Sandoval. Eunice now trails by. It's time for the big gulp. Remaining fourth quarter. Pulls up with a little one-handed floater. He gets us back within one. Mata with a nice little pull up. That's 4 points. Goes side. Back to him. He gives it to Sandoval. Sandoval with a double clutch. And they're going to call Gomez, I believe. So the foul called on Jorge Gomez, and that'll send the Warriors to the line. Number 10, Logan Sandoval heads to the line. His first shot is it's off the front of the rim and no good. He'll have one more. Eunice trailing the Warriors by one. Ruidoso versus Eunice. Sandoval back to the line. His second one floats in there and goes in. It's a 2-point ball game here. They kick it ahead. He thought about a deep it into Gomez, and Gomez gets manhandled down low. And that was number 12, Cooper, linebacker. Shakes for him. Pritchett going to be called. Looked like a linebacker. He came through and met Luis Gomez that time. He plugged the whole foul. And that's 5 fouls. He's got his timing out. 5 fouls, but once again, there's 2 scoreboards. One of them on one end says 8:44 on it, and it has 4. The other one says 4. So the one that's up behind us is one. That one is maybe the time and Capitan, I don't know, 30 minutes ahead, I'm not sure. So we've got a timeout here on the floor. Timeout is brought to you by the Eunice Health Clinic. They'll always help you stay healthy at the Eunice Health. Eunice to throw the ball in on the baseline. Up to the baseline out of bay there. High across play going. The quarterback Mata with a nice was the shot. Mata game 47. 35 tries to clear it the other way. High and Castro with a running floater and goes, oh man, was out of bounds. Woo. Man, so they call that ball out of Eunice, and there is a nice shot there by Ferguson. He lays it in off the pass, and a steal by Barnes. Sandoval puts it in. It's 51-45. Castro trying to get the traffic. Ruidoso again, and there's 2 more. And just like we went from a ball game, 8-point ball game on and 3 straight lay-ins. Ruidoso builds on that lead again, and just like that slinky that I keep talking about, where we get back within 1, and then the next thing you know it balloons up to about 8 to 10, and we draw back to within 1 or 2, and then it balloons back up again. Same thing happened in the girls' game, just the opposite. The girls were the ones leading by about 10 and down to 1, 10 down to 1. In this one, the boys trail 1 up to 10 and back and forth. So 5:50 on the clock. Have absolutely so we're getting some crowd participation. Maybe they're listening to us over there on their phones. We'll shout out to them if they are. If you guys are listening over there in the crowd, we appreciate you listening. Got a youth section over there. I'm assuming that's a bunch of Ruidoso kids or whatnot. They're hollering something at us. I can't hear them because I have my headset on, and I'm not even sure that they're hollering at us, but they're hollering and looking our direction. So here comes both teams back out onto the floor. Eunice going to have the ball under the Ruidoso back. Ruidoso's going to pull the pressure off right now. Looks like in a little three-quarter court trap here. It's 50. Gomez and he 55 on an 8-point ball game. Ferguson, Barnes. Now he's going to kick it out to Rose. Rose is going to settle it down. To be the floor general. He pulls him out, settles it down. Off to Sandoval. Sandoval pulls it out, gives it to Barnes. Barnes, it won't go. Wow, that was an interesting one. Shot blocked by Gomez, tries to attack, loses the ball, and ends a Ruidoso. Rose going to settle everybody down again, kicks it over to Barnes on the left wing. Barnes, he's got Gomez out there. He runs to the basket, it won't go. Tries to attack, gets fouled by Ferguson, and it is 53-45. Trails by 8. It's going to be basketball. Match up in a man. Coach Casals used to say. They're looking down. Gomez to pull for 3. It won't go. And a rebound by Gertz. Barnes on the drive, and he's going to. So it's going to be Ruidoso at the side, right over in front of the scorer's table. He hollering for his team, trying to will him into something. And there's a technical foul called on the Eunice bench. They're pointing toward the Eunice bench. And McBee shaking his head at somebody. I can't tell. It looks like they called it on one of the players over there on the bench. McBee not happy about it. That'll send Ruidoso to the free throw line. That's going to be Girth. Girth misses the first. Here's the next, and it's going to go in. And it's a 9-point ball game. Eunice was in this sucker close, 1 point, just less than a minute ago on the clock. So Ruidoso with the ball over on the. It's 45-54. They get it up top. Rose with Garcia guarding. Garcia trying to put some pressure. They kick Sandoval. It goes almost in and out, but Ferguson. It's tipped around. And then ankle floor, Ferguson came down on the side of somebody's shoe, ankle. Eunice came away with the rebound, and they stopped play right after that. And Ferguson's going to have to step out. Looked like he came down on the foot of one of the Cardinal players. You never want to see any of that kind of action. I've came down on a few feet in my time, and man, that hurts. So here goes Eunice with the ball. They get it into Garcia. Garcia thought about kicking it to the middle. He kicks it to Gomez. Gomez going to dribble middle now. He gets Garcia. Garcia's going to attack. It down to the other Gomez. A foul called on the floor. They called it on 3. That's Rose. And now that's going to be 1. So 3:44. That flew by. It was we started the half-court buzzer was going on. This quarter has been a long one. So Garcia to the free throw line for 1 and 1. His first free will not go. And Ruidoso comes away with a rebound. They thought about throwing it long. Don't. They kick it over into the right corner. That's Rose. Floater. It won't go. Blevins almost had the rebound, loses it. Skip us. It ends up in the corner to Girth. Girth kicks it back out to Sandoval. Double drive back to Girth. Girth comes through the middle. It back to Sandoval in the corner, who pulls 3. It won't go. Gomez with the rebound. And then they're going to call 3. That's Rose for the foul. That may be 4 on him. Yep. They're saying that's 5. So that's this Ruidoso Warriors team. He picks up foul. And we'll see what happens with him. Gomez to the free throw line to shoot the 1-1. A little noise here, and that one's going to go in. That's Gomez. That's his 5th point. So that cuts a 8 deficit for the Cardinals. The next one, it's up. It rattles right. Go, but Brother Gomez with the rebound. Oh no! And they call him with a push-off down on the bottom. Oh man! So Ruidoso to throw the ball in. Now in the full court pressure. Barnes with the ball loses his hip, and they call him for the carry. So that'll be a turnover, and that'll give the ball back to the Cardinals. They by 8, 3:15 remaining in the clock. In this game, remaining in the game. I can't even talk today. 54-46. Thompson with the ball. He's going to push him through to roll through. They get him down on the block. He steps through. Nice by Gomez, who lays it in. Eunice now trailing 6. With the ball. High right over here toward us. Whoop. And they throw it away. Eunice will end the ball here. And there's a on the floor. Ball, it was coming to my head. And, I was able to trap it on my shoulder with my cat-like reflexes. So 54-48. 2:56 remaining here in this ball game. We've got another barn burner. So it's a 6-point ball game, 2:56 on the clock. Got a timeout on the floor. This timeout is brought to you by NMR. Dale Bettis and all the crew down there, we appreciate you and all you do. So the two sides getting a little instruction here. Once again, we've got a 6-point ball game. The main point guard that's been kind of the floor general for Ruidoso is Mikey Rose. He fouled out a little earlier. So here goes Eunice with the basketball. Ruidoso set up in the 3-quarter court man defense. They're going to try to run and jump out of it. Thompson with the ball over to Blevins. Blevins with the ball on the left side. Trying to dribble through. Girth is on him. Going to float it down low, and it gets taken away. Blevins got to put a little air pass. This guy, he needed him. He just tried to fire it straight through. Blevins with the ball now, and he is telling him just to dribble. He gets it over to Sandoval. Also burning some clock. They kick it back outside. Will not go, but Ruidoso comes away. So Barnes, he's trying to attack. score from Texaco. Magdalena 53, Jow 34. So Magdalena beats Jow by 19. Gomez with a shot on the end for Eunice. It won't go. Ball gets knocked out of bounds by Ruidoso. 2:01 remaining here in this ball game. Eunice trails by 6. It's pretty rowdy in this little gym. It's getting pretty noisy. Oh my goodness, Gomez goes up, looked like some contact, no call, and here we come the other way. Pino over Barnes. Ruidoso's coach screaming for timeout. I thought he was going to run over here and hog tie or something. The official, he wanted his timeout, and they weren't hearing him. 1:52 on the clock, 54-48. Eunice trails by 6. Man, it's got pretty rowdy here at the end of this ball game. It's been an interesting one. You know, that Texaco tournament going on over there, they always have great competition. But I got to tell you, I'm just being honest, and people cannot agree with me, and that's okay. I have never felt so hometowned in my life as going to Texaco to play in their tournament. All those years I was coaching, man, I just dreaded it. I enjoyed the competition, but, man, it was always interesting. They always had a little section where they roped off and said Eunice fans can only sit like in these 6 rows from this walkway to this walkway. And if you got out of those rows and made any kind of noise at all, they were going to toss you or throw you back over to the little Eunice section. And so one time, you know me, I'm kind of hard-headed. And one time I decided that I was going to rope off a little section for them in the Eunice gym. That way when they came to our place, they could sit in a little corner. And Robbie said, no, we weren't doing that. But I liked my idea. She didn't like it very much. 1:52 remaining here in this ball game, 54-48. Ruidoso with the ball. Pino guarded by Garcia. Garcia trying to put pressure. They get it out to Sandoval. Luis Gomez out guarding Sandoval with the crossover. He jumps and had his man, but his feet slipped. And here comes Ruidoso back with the basketball. The other 1:15 on the clock. Almost lose it. Drew throws it out. They middle, almost lose it. They throw it out here, and Barnes comes away with it somehow. And here goes Ruidoso. Is down to 50. And the coach from Ruidoso calls a timeout. And so still a 6-point game with 48 seconds here on the clock. Alina Rodriguez comes in, gives us a little peace sign. She had 22 points in the win earlier today against the Ruidoso girls. So a good game for Alina Rodriguez. Hit 4-5. She had 5 3-pointers in that ball game. In this ball game, it looks like Kevin Garcia's got 10, 11. Billy Bevan, 16. Luis Gomez with 8. Hey, Gomez, 7. 5. 45 jump, they get the ball. Timeout, Eunice Cardinals. If you're watching at home and you're able to see, look down at that bottom row at those sponsors because we got some good ones. We appreciate those listening back home. As soon as this game's over, I'm going to disconnect and try to get out of Dodge. I got to drive back home tonight as I've got like 51 cases on my court docket in the morning that I'm going to try to get through and make it back up here again tomorrow afternoon. Put some miles on for sure. Try not to hit Bambi because there's a lot of them Bambis out here running around in Capitan. And I sure don't want to hit Smoke. 30 seconds on the clock. 54. Come up at Garcia sinks it in. Ashton Thompson sinks it in. Ashton Thompson and make a 51-54 ball game. We got a 3. Gomez is back trying to Ruidoso in. This is going to foul. Foul. It's a 3 game. 11 seconds on the clock. Trails by 3. I don't know who ended up winning that other game. Was it Melrose? Melrose, I think, won the game before. And that first free throw is going to go through. That makes it a 2-possession ball game. It's 55-51. If they lose this game, they'll end up playing whoever that was. Oh, Dexter. So you would play Dexter. It's the second one. 5-point Eunice quickly to Blevin. For 3, his shot won't go. Clock. Thought the play 0-1. Ruidoso. Once again, thank you for listening. Back over here tomorrow and try to bring you some of the games. I don't know what time they start, if they start early. Thank you for listening to No Mark of Eunice Cardinals. Good night, everyone.